Now we will see division of rational numbers. It is again carried out in the same manner as we have seen division of fractions. We know to divide one number by another is to multiply the first by the multiplicative inverse of the other. Children, you have already studied the concept of multiplicative inverse. The other word for multiplicative inverse is reciprocal. Now, here look at the statement again. To divide one number by another, that is, divide one number by another, it means multiply one number, that is, the first number will remain as it is. Multiply the first number by multiplicative inverse of the other. Here, multiply by the multiplicative inverse of the other. Now, what is multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 22? It is 22 upon 3. That is, reciprocal of 3 upon 22 is 22 upon 3. Again, I am repeating. To divide one number by another, it means multiply one number by the reciprocal of the other. Now, here you can easily multiply the two rational numbers. Yes. Look at the numbers now. Here 6 is multiple of 3. So you will take 3 ones are and 3 twos are. So you will get 2 here in the numerator. Again 11 ones are and 11 twos are. So you will again get 2 here in the numerator. And both the denominators have become 1. So there will be 1 in the denominator. Now multiply numerator with numerator. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 upon 1. Hence, the quotient of 6 upon 11 divided by 3 upon 22 is 4. 4 upon 1 is also read as 4. Now, here multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 22 is 22 upon 3. Also children, the product of two numbers which are multiplicative inverse of each other is 1. That is, when you multiply the given number with its multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of it, the product is always 1. So if you look at these two numbers, the given number and its reciprocal, 3 will get cancelled with it. 3 ones are 3 ones are 3 and 22 ones are and 22 ones are. So you will get 1 in place of every numerator and denominator, that is their product is 1. Hence, the product of two numbers which are multiplicative inverse of each other is 1. Now, look at the table given on page number 35. Let us look at the characteristics of various groups of numbers. Discuss them in class to help you complete the following table. Consider the groups of natural numbers, integers and rational numbers. In front of each group, with the inference you make after carrying out the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division using a symbol of right or wrong. Remember that you cannot divide by 0. Now, if natural numbers are added, their sum is always a natural number. So we put a tick under addition in front of the group of natural numbers. However, if we subtract one natural number from another, the answer is not always a natural number. There are numerous examples like 7 minus 10 is negative 3. So, under subtraction, we will put a cross mark. If there is a cross in the table, explain why. To explain the reason for cross, giving only one of the numerous examples is sufficient. Now children, here table is given. Here the numbers are classified in different groups. Natural numbers, integers and rational numbers. Now we have to decide which operations on doing in these groups of numbers will give the same type of number in the after doing these operations. That is, if you add any two natural numbers, you have to find whether the sum or addition of two natural numbers is addition or not. If the sum of two natural numbers is a natural number, then we will put a right mark in front of it. Here we can take so many examples. Take any two natural numbers, 5 and 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. So 13 is a natural number. Hence, the sum of two natural numbers is a natural number. So we will put a right mark in front of it. Now look at any two natural numbers, 7 and 10. So if you subtract one natural number from other, at many time you will get natural number as the difference. That is, if you subtract a smaller number from bigger one, you will get natural number as the difference. But if you subtract a bigger number from smaller one, then here the difference, it does not comes in the set of natural numbers. Hence we will put a cross mark in the set of subtraction. Here you can take so many examples. 15 minus 25 is again negative 10. Again negative 10 is not the member of member of the set of natural numbers. Similarly, when you multiply any two natural numbers, the product is always a natural number. Hence, we will put a right mark in the set of multiplication. Also, if you divide one natural number by another, sometimes you get natural number as the quotient, but every time you will not get natural number as a quotient. Here one such example is given. 3 divided by 5. If you divide 3 by 5, the answer is in the form of rational number. Hence 3 upon 5 is not a natural number. Hence we cannot get a natural number on dividing one natural number by another. Now let us look at the set of integers. When you add any two integers, again the same thing. Negative 2, negative 4. Here the sum is negative 6. Negative 6 is also an integer. Hence addition is closed for the set of integers. Similarly, when you subtract one integer from another, the difference is also an integer. Hence, subtraction is also closed for integers. Similarly, when you multiply one integer by another, take any example, negative 5 multiplied by 4, that is negative 20. Negative 20 is an integer. Hence, multiplication is closed in the set of integers. But when you divide one integer by another, here the quotient need not be an integer. Hence we will put a cross mark and we will give one example here. 4 divided by 7 is equal to 4 upon 7, where 4 upon 7 is not an integer. Hence the quotient on dividing one integer by another integer is not every time an integer. Hence we will put a wrong mark here. Now look at the set of rational numbers. When you add any two rational numbers, the sum is always a rational number? Yes. Here just now we have seen in the previous solved examples 5 upon 7 and 9 upon 11. On adding you will get 118 and upon 77, which is a rational number. Similarly, we have seen example of subtraction 1 upon 7 minus 3 upon 4. Here the difference is negative 17 upon 28. That is, when you subtract one rational number from another, the difference is also a rational number. Hence, we will put a right mark here. Also, we have seen the examples of multiplication. In that case, when you multiply one rational number by another, the product is also a rational number. Also, we have seen the division of rational numbers. That is, when you divide one rational number by another, the quotient is also a rational number. Hence, in the set of rational number, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, when you do all these four operations, the answer comes in the same set. Therefore, we can say, now I know the group of natural numbers is closed for addition and multiplication, but not for subtraction and division. Just now, we have seen the set of natural numbers is closed for addition and multiplication, but not for subtraction and division. In other words, the difference of any two natural numbers or the quotient obtained on dividing one natural number by another will not always be a natural number. Then in the set of integers we have seen, the group of integers is closed for addition, subtraction and multiplication, but not for division. Just now we have seen here, the set of integers is closed for addition, subtraction and multiplication and not for division. At last, the group of rational numbers is closed for all operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. That is, when you add any two rational numbers, the sum is a rational number. When you subtract any two rational numbers, the difference is a rational number. When you multiply any two rational numbers, the product is a rational number. Also, when you divide one rational number by another, the quotient is a rational number. But for division, there is the condition we cannot divide by 0. So children, you all have to complete your copies till here. Thank you.